All right, so the question I'm going to talk about today is what do you do when you have too many things on your mind? What do you do when you want to do all of those things and you have so many good ideas, but that just causes you to not really take action on any of them? If you're somebody like me, if you're a perfectionist, or you have those type of tendencies, you probably understand what I'm talking about here. This is analysis paralysis. You have so many good things that you can do with your time that you just don't know where to spend it. So my thoughts on how do you get more done that you care about in your life, to me comes down to time management. And there are lots of time management techniques you can read about. Some very, very popular ones. David Allen, Getting Things Done, comes to mind. But for me, I have my own 5-step process that I think about when it comes to time management. And by having a system that I rely on to manage my time, that's how I at least sleep well at night, knowing I did everything possible that I could to achieve as many of the important things that I want to achieve. Not everything, but as many of the important things. So I got 5 steps. I'm going to go through them with you and take you through exactly how I manage my time to make sure that I get everything done. So first step is number 1 is capture. So this step, capture, this is all about, I've got with me right now, I've got a journal here that I use. Capture is all about, you think millions of thoughts every single day. And one of the things that is kind of interesting to me, 91% of the thoughts you think, you thought the day before. So we spend 91% of our thoughts are just rehashing the same thing over and over and over again. And so what capturing your thoughts allows you to do, it allows you to put them down, take pen and paper, get them out of your head so that you no longer have to keep remembering that thought. This lets you come back to it later, but it also frees up more space so that you can be more creative and you have more brain power to get things done. So the first step is capture. Second step is what I like to call processing. You're going through now. I've captured all of my different thoughts throughout the day. I need to come up with a system, and I have my own system for how I'm going to process that information. Because when it first comes into your head, it's just information. You actually have to go through now and say, hey, is this a task? Is this something that I want to remember for later? Is this, a meeting? Is it something I need to put on my schedule? That work is a different type of thinking than just brainstorming work or just, hey, I got an idea. Those are different types of thinking. So you need to set aside time each day to actually process out all that information. That's step 2, process. Third step is you need to organize this information. So there's lots of different systems. The most important to make sure you really manage is a calendar. Especially if you do the type of work that requires you to meet deadlines, keeping a calendar is crucial. And if there's a time component to any of these tasks that you're managing, if there's a time component, then you need to always make sure it gets instantly into a calendar. So third step is organize. And then fourth step is reflect. And I believe this is the step that most people miss, most regular people. I consider myself a regular person. We all spend so much time just doing. We don't spend as much time just sitting back and saying, why am I doing this? Is this serving me? Is there a better way? How could I take these things off my plate that I don't want to do? These are big questions, and they require some time set aside to just reflect. And reflect is the fourth step, and I think this one is what's going to make the difference between you being able to do really big things with your life or you playing small. Reflect is how you figure out the path forward to make your dreams really come true. That's the fourth step. And then the fifth step I like to just call engage. So now you have all of this information. You've captured your thoughts and you've processed them, you've organized them, you've reflected. So the next step is now engage with the enemy. Get after it. Just do things. I think that especially perfectionists like me, we can spend so much time wanting everything to look perfect and make sure we dot our I's and cross our T's. Sometimes the answer is, okay, you know what you need to do, just go do it. So part of this is sometimes you've done enough reflecting and planning and you just need to get yourself in the habit of taking action. So those are the 5 steps: capture, clarify, organize, reflect, and engage. In that second step, I said clarify. I have clarify actually written down. It's kind of interchangeable. I call that clarify or process. That's step number 2. But that's my system. That's how I manage my time. This is how, when you have a lot of things and you have that analysis paralysis, you just rely on your system to take care of what you need to take care of, and make sure the biggest thing that you give yourself some grace. You're not going to be able to do it all, and that's okay. Make sure that you really take the time to enjoy the process and just rely on this system to help you know that you're getting as much done as you possibly can. So if you like this video, let me know. Comment below, and also if you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel. Month of September here, I'm making a video every day. So yeah, if you want to, find out what happens, stay tuned and subscribe.